So one thing that Washington is doing now is they're insisting on more mandates. They're insisting on more limitations on mobility, depending on things like vaccination status. They still want us to have masks on. Florida, you guys haven't had masks in over a year. I know I think you have just about the lowest cases, period, right now, depending on when this airs. It is, for you, you're toggling back and forth between the most insane part of the country and the most sane part of the country. What is it about Washington that they're not understanding that there are examples of how to have vaccines and treatments, but not mandates, and how to not have masks, but also not have a spike in cases? They don't seem to want to pay attention.
Well, the problem is not the science. The problem is politics.
Yeah.
We have people who are making political decisions as opposed to scientific ones.
Right.
Listen, the current strain, Omicron, some of the initial studies have shown it's like 70% more transmittable than the Delta variant, but not nearly as problematic as the Delta variant. So if you have a Omicron variant that is way more transmissible than Delta, then what are all the surgical masks that really are for a blood splatter, not for a microbacteria flow? What are they actually going to do? This is what I'm saying about the politics. So I think what we need to understand is there are treatments available. People can go get vaccinated if that's what they choose to do.
Yes.
There are people who have natural immunity, like myself, T cell, B cell immunity. They have that memory. Their body knows how to fight this thing. We have to understand that it's time to move past, not just saying the virus is over, we beat it. That's irresponsible. Saying we have the ability not only to treat, but people, the studies have shown the vast majority of people get over COVID.
Right.
And they move on with their lives. So let's actually start moving into that mindset in America, as opposed to being like, oh my gosh, we got a case spike, we have to lock down again, we have to start closing again, we have to limit businesses again. Because business owners can't take much more of this. Our economy can't take much more of this. Kids in school, they can't take much more of this. This is our future we're talking about.